Sunday night, going to be live, 8:30, YouTube. Come and join us for some mob talk.
This is something I didn't even want to do because I don't believe in really a lot of this nonsense that's going on. But I want to make a couple of things very, very, very clear. Because some stuff has been done in the last, 12, 14 hours that's just fucking unacceptable. And I'm going to tell you what it is. And I don't give a fuck who likes what I'm about to say and who doesn't. And so some background. I don't care what any content creator does, what any content creator says. People have been fighting for months over important things and over petty shit. The truth is, there are two different rules for all sides. The rules only apply to certain people. So let me address doxing. I've been doxed for fucking 7 years. That's nothing new. Everything you can imagine that's been done has been done. If you have an issue with anybody, the issue should be whatever's being said. Take it up with that person. Getting on your platform and spewing nonsense does nothing. It doesn't fix or absolve the situation. If people behind the scenes try to just figure it out and didn't take it public, then a lot of the doxing stuff that happens probably wouldn't happen. I don't like doxing. I think it's a punk move. I think it's nonsense. I think it's bullshit. I don't like it. Because I think there's a way that you can dislike somebody and argue with them and have your little beef, whatever the case may be, without doing that. It doesn't need to go there. Lee Cole's brother was attacked for no other reason than the fact that people wanted to hurt Lee. Angel Gotti was attacked. They would use her brother, Frankie Boy, who passed away, to get at her. They have attacked me by sullying my father's reputation. They've done that to me. People have gone after FBS, said despicable things about his wife and his children. At what point does this shit stop? The fuck is wrong with you people? Personalities and differences aside, what this has become is if you get along with somebody and a lot of other people don't like that, they're going to attack you personally because that's what they do. It takes no credibility. It takes no guts to attack somebody's family. That is a cowardly fucking act. If someone attacks your family, you have a right to attack them, or you have a right to defend yourself. But all this shit that I'm fucking seeing is despicable. And yet I get blamed for it when I'm not even involved in it. I'm entitled to have any friend I want in this fucking world. And if you don't like it, that's your fucking problem, not mine. Do I agree with everything that everybody does? Nope. I've been on record as saying, I don't like some of the things Lee has done. I don't like some of the things Mob Rats Exposed has done. I don't like some of the things that FBS has done. I don't. And I'm sure there's things I've done they don't like either. But this is out of control. What I attempted to do last night, and I just want to be on the record about it, is to try to get this to end. To try to push hard to say, you know what, let me give a reference of how the rules are different for different people. Whether or not people like that or not, it is what it is. But the rules are not the same for everybody, and that's just the way the world works. But you cannot sit on a pulpit and represent one thing and then kind of do the same thing other people do and then expect people to not scratch their head and ask a question like, wait a minute, it's not okay for that side to do this, but this side can do it? I don't get it. But it is what it is. I cannot control nothing. What I try to do, what I've always tried to do, is I'll work behind the scenes if I got a beef with somebody. That's true. And I try to iron it out. Some people want to do it that way, some don't. It's okay. It's not for everybody. But because I may not be a big fan of this person, I get emails with photos of my family's homes and their addresses and their names with threats that they're going to go to their homes. I hold anybody that follows anybody that condones that shit responsible for that shit. I've done a lot of slimy shit in my fucking life, but I've never done that to anybody. Because when I got a beef with one individual person, I deal with that person directly. I'm not going to attack their children. I'm not going to attack their relatives. What the fuck do I care? It has nothing to do with them. But all you people on YouTube have made this shit acceptable. You've made it acceptable for doxing. You've made it acceptable for people to talk about dead relatives. You've made it acceptable for people to attack your family. And the reason why you make it acceptable is because you don't say to people in your chat, please don't do that. Some have. I think MRE a couple of times has said that. Please don't mess with anybody's family. But other people don't say shit. It's acceptable to do that. Last night I was on FBS's show. Listen, I don't care about anybody's past. I don't give a fuck about what crimes they did. At the end of the day, I don't. That has no bearing on me. Did I have a beef with MRE? Of course I did. Long ago, which I said on the show was a moot point. I don't understand certain things, and that's fine too. But if you listen to the totality of what I said, listen to about the last 15 minutes of what I said. Got to learn to ignore shit. Got to learn to move on from shit. Got to learn to just focus on you. Focus on your content. Ignore the bullshit. Keep it moving. Nobody wants to pay attention to the last 15 fucking minutes of what I said. Instead, they want to cherry pick things they think they fucking heard. That's reality. And because I say hello to somebody, all of a sudden now I'm those people too, which is nonsense and bullshit. I'm my own person. I do my own thing. I can find things I like about everybody on YouTube, which is really fucking distorted and strange to hear me say it. But there's likability in a lot of different people. But just because I like a green apple and maybe not a fan of the red apple does not give you the right to lie about me, does not give you the right to rant like a fucking psychopath on your YouTube channel. If you want to do it, that's fine. I'm not going to even pay it no mind. I don't give a shit. I don't. But you don't see me going on my YouTube saying, oh, you're friends with him? How dare you, you scumbag, you rat. You don't see me doing that. Because I don't give a fuck who's friends with who. If I have a friendship with somebody and they're friends with somebody I don't like, guess what? I have a choice. I can either say, well, I don't like it, but you're still my friend. And that's what I do with everybody. But when you get emails with photos of your family's homes, their names, their addresses, we have reached a new category here. And I'm not going to tolerate it from anybody. I'm not going to fucking play with that. Neither would you. And I don't think MRE stands for that kind of bullshit. I don't think FBS would stand for that bullshit. I don't think Lee Cole stands for that bullshit. I don't think anybody would stand for that bullshit. But it's the people in your fucking chats that do this. Does that make you responsible for it? No, absolutely not. But if people think they can warm up to you by doing that, that's what they're going to do. I have never, ever done that to anybody in my life, nor would I. I have never, ever doxed anybody in my life, nor would I. You can dislike the fuck out of somebody and just keep it about what the issue is. And that's the fucking truth. Like me? Fine. Don't like me? Don't care. You are all strangers to me. I don't know any of you outside of YouTube. So I don't sit up at night fucking scheming about, ooh, how can I do this? I don't care. I'm too busy with what I'm trying to do. If you look at my content, it speaks for itself. Who do I fucking trash? Informants. That's what I've always done before any of these guys did anything like that. So I talk about the history. That's all I do. I don't go into chat rooms and talk shit. I don't play one person against another, but I've seen a lot of you do it. Go in one chat room and say nice shit. Go into the other room and start shit. If everyone just focused on their content instead of this shit that is so fucking unimportant, YouTube would be a hell of a lot more entertaining. And that goes for me too, because I indulged some of it at one point. But it's not important to me. I spent the first couple of years of my career doing that. That was my thing. So I'm not trying to say that I'm innocent of it because I'm just as guilty. Look at what I posted on my community today. This shit has to stop. Because I'm telling you, this shit keeps up, then I will hold a lot of people responsible for what's happening to me because I don't think it's a fucking coincidence that I have an opinion and all of a sudden the next day this is happening to me. And it's bullshit. And the only thing I ever expected from any content creator, be it MRE, be it whoever, is that when this type of shit happens, regardless of your feelings for that person, you speak out against it and say, that is not fucking right. You can't stop it. I understand that. But at some point, somebody has to step up and say, this has gotten out of fucking control. This has to stop. Let's all just go about our fucking lives and leave each other the fuck alone. People have lost friendships over this stuff. Personally, I don't give a fuck who likes anybody. That has no bearing on whether or not I'm friendly with them. FBS has never done a single thing wrong to me ever. He's never doxed me. He's never talked shit about me that I'm aware of. We had our issues, but we settled it. But that doesn't mean that I worship him. That doesn't mean that I agree with everything he says, and he knows it. I tell him all the time. You don't have to like him. But what you can't do is because I like somebody, hold that against me as like some kind of personal thing. Otherwise, then maybe I should hold everything against everybody who likes somebody that maybe I'm not a huge fan of. It's bullshit. This is what children fucking do. Grow the fuck up. Goddamn, we're all in our motherfucking 40s. You got some guys in their 60s or whatever on their computer hammering away. Stop. Who fucking cares? Don't you guys got bills to pay? Don't you have kids to raise? Don't you got jobs to go to? What the fuck? Just stop with the bullshit. Yes, I agree. There are things that have been done on all sides that are fucked up and wrong. And I've always been in the middle of that. Nobody can tell you I pick one side or the other. I'm in the middle of it. But it doesn't affect my life. I'm too busy with other things. And if people want to sit on their computer, not show their fucking face, and like make up lies and scream like idiots, that's their choice. I don't give a fuck. It has no relevance in my life. You don't know me. You're going off assertions, which tells me more about you than it does anything. But I don't care. You want to scream about me, make up shit, go right ahead. I don't care. It's not going to impact me. You're not going to stop me from doing what I do. And I've been consistent for 7 years on what I do. So I'm asking all content creators, all of them, stop. Just stop. Make content. You gain nothing by trashing anybody. All it fulfills is your need to feel better. I get it. Been there, done that. But this has reached a level now where, from what I understand, people are threatening to call CPS on somebody's kids. People are threatening to call somebody's fucking jobs. And then today, I get emails with families' addresses and photos telling me if I don't watch my step. I got news for you. I find out who the fuck this is. Believe me, there's a way to deal with that. And I'm not a cop caller, so that's not how I will deal with it. I will come to your fucking house. I'm done with this shit. You don't like me? Fine. But 2 things you shouldn't do. Don't fucking make shit up. Listen to everything that I've said, not just the portion that you feel like is wrong. Listen to the whole fucking thing. Listen to the whole thing that I said. Don't cherry pick. And I don't care who says what about me. Guess what? That does not give me the fucking right to dox somebody. And it doesn't give me the right to dig up people's past because I don't give a fuck what you've done in your life. I really don't care. Because if that's the case, then we're all held accountable for everything we've ever fucking done. And that goes for everybody. Who cares? And I always am upfront, I'm always honest, and I'm always truthful about a situation. Doesn't matter who I'm arguing with, who I don't agree with, who I don't get along with. Doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, do you think these people give a shit about what I think or how I fucking feel? They don't. Everybody's telling me, lay low, stay out of it because Angel's going to come after you. She's going to do something. I don't care, and I don't think she would. She's got no vested interest in any of that. She believes in what she believes in. She is friends with who she's friends with. Good, bad, or indifferent, that has no bearing on how I treat people. But you cannot, it has become where you cannot have an opinion. If your opinion is unpopular with the masses, now they're going to dox you. Now they're going to send photos of your family's homes and make death threats. Repeated death threats. I'm telling you right now, this shit's going to stop. I'm not afraid of anybody or anything. The fucking emails from Providence that if I go there, I'm going to get killed. Okay, I'll go to Providence today. Nobody's going to touch me. Why would anybody touch me? You think anybody gives a fuck what this opinion bullshit is on YouTube? I don't. So I'm just saying, this shit has to stop. I could release the emails. I could do all of that, but I'm not going to dox the email. I'm not going to do any of that. And I shouldn't even be focused on any of this nonsense. But it's bullshit. But I'll give credits to the ones that let you know who they are and say it to you. Total credit there. But all these other little slimy pricks that hide behind the scenes and do this shit, it's disgusting. And if you're proud that people do that and you support shit like that, then you're a fucking lowlife. I'm tired of this shit. I've been watching it for 8 months. Make your content. Make your content. We don't have to like each other. We don't got to get along. We don't got to go to a dance together. We don't got to have a beer together. We don't got to do nothing. But we can respect each other enough to just let it go and move on. That self-fulfillment of having to get even is childish. Stop. Just stop. And everybody's guilty of it. There's not one side that's more fucking guilty, and there's not another side that's just fucking innocent. Everybody's fucking guilty. Everybody. So you can't sit there and go, well, I didn't do anything like that. You may not have doxed somebody, but you're friends with people that do. So you can't sit there and act innocent. Everyone is guilty. And the only way that this bullshit changes is it starts with you. And that's a reference to everybody. It starts with you. If you decide not to entertain that nonsense, guess what? It stops. It stops. You have an opportunity and a choice to make. You can stop with the bullshit and just stay on your path and what your goals are. Or you can continue to fucking scream at each other, and when somebody gets fucking shot and killed over it, then what? Then what? Because that's where it's leading. I'm not going to lie. That's where this is going to head. People can roll their eyes and say, no, it won't. No, it will. It will. I'm not involved in any of this shit. I don't want to be involved in any of this shit. I'm not going to stop being friends with anybody because people don't like this or that. That's not how I operate. If I'm friends with somebody, I'm friends with somebody. That's the bottom line. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. That doesn't give you the right to send photos like that, to send emails like that, to make these lie-filled videos when you didn't even listen to what the fuck I said to begin with. And at the end of the day, let's just be real honest about something. The people that are powerful are only powerful because you make them powerful. My opinion on God doesn't fucking matter. My opinion on what the best crayon in the box is doesn't fucking matter. Why does it matter so much? Oh, well, he doesn't like iPhone and everybody uses Samsung, so let's trash him. It's bullshit. It's stupid. There have been things done on all fucking sides that are incredibly fucked up. And I can sit here knowing I had nothing to do with any of it. None of it. Because how I do things, I come right out the fucking gate. And none of you can say that I'm not that way. If I got a beef with any individual, I try to handle it in the background. If I can't and they want to go toe-to-toe, I'll go toe-to-toe. I don't care. I don't. I'm not going to hide behind this facade of, let me do this shit surreptitiously. I'm balls out right to you. That's the way I've always been. Nobody can say any different. And so at the end of the day, just stop with the fucking nonsense. Move on. Just do something. And if you're friends with somebody I don't like, guess what? That doesn't mean I stop being your friend. Just because somebody may have done something to other people, that's shitty. But it hasn't been done to me. And I don't know. You can ask anybody that I know. I know nothing. I knew nothing about what was going on with all this nonsense for months because I don't pay attention to it because I'm busy with life. I don't care what people living in fucking the Ozarks have to say when they don't know me and they just listen to what the haters want to say. What joy does anyone get out of hurting other people? What joy do you really get? Because that's the sickness, is if you get enjoyment out of screaming and lying and calling people, talking about people's kids, their dead relatives, whether or not they're a good father. What bearing does that have to do on what the fucking issue is? So lines have been crossed on all sides. I'm not saying one is guilty and the other is not. It's all guilty. And these are things that I've said to every content creator. And it's amazing to me because when I've had problems with Lee, guess what Lee and I have done? We have talked. All right, you're pissed about this. I'm pissed about this. What's the best way to resolve it? And it's resolved. And it never goes any further. Like Lee, hate Lee, whatever the case. And I don't agree with everything Lee does. And I know he doesn't agree with a lot of the stuff I do. But we have enough respect where we don't do that. And I can't speak for things that maybe Lee is being accused of having been done. Unless somebody shows me proof of it, I'm not going to believe it. Because all of you are liars on YouTube. I'm not talking content creators. I'm talking about these fucking sycophants in the fucking chats. They're all liars. They're schemers. They're trolls. This is what they do. Anybody who gets up at 10 o'clock in the morning on a fucking Wednesday has nothing better to do than to scream about people he's never met. You have to kind of wonder what the angle is. Do you want attention? Is there something in your fucking life that isn't going well and that makes you feel better brutalizing people you don't know? And I'm not saying that certain things aren't fucking relevant. Tony Pizza, do I like him? No, I don't even know the fucking guy. Do I like the shit that he said to Josie? Absolutely fucking not. It's disgusting. Do I like the fact that Jimmy Calandra said he was going to fucking call the feds on people? No, I fucking hate it. I can't stand it. It's bullshit. It's fucking nonsense. And if you guys listen to my podcast, you would know these things, but you don't. And that, many of you don't, and I get it. But at the same time, you cannot hold me accountable for what people say. They are not me. But if I don't come out and trash them, then somehow I must believe everything they do. This is how it apparently works. I don't give a fuck about any of these people and what they have to say about me. I don't. But you got another goddamn thing coming if you think I'm going to continue to put up with that kind of shit that happened to me this morning. Because that's fucking nonsense. It's out of control. The fucking feds are watching every single one of us. If you think they aren't, you're a fucking moron. And you're playing right into the fucking nonsense. The threats, the this, the that. It's just, at some point, everybody's got to grow up and stop. The self-fulfillment of getting even has to stop. The fact that two fucking morons went to somebody's house over whatever was said, I don't even really know the details, that's going too far. Threatening to call CPS, if that's accurate, is going too far. Emailing me photos of my family's homes and their names and my niece's address at college is going too far. Because if you go near anybody in my family, I'm going to do whatever I got to do. And that's not tough guy talk. That is fucking reality. Do not punish my fucking family for what the fuck I do. This is a decision that I make on my own. Don't like me, hate me, fine. You fuck with them, then what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? But it's got to stop. I don't hate anybody. Honestly, I don't hate anybody. I'm confused by a lot of people, and that's okay too. But do I go out of my way to make videos? Do I go out of my way to lie about them? No, I don't do that. A, I don't care enough to do it. And B, why? What is that fulfilling inside of me? And so any content creator that wants to take what I just said and twist it their own version, fine, go ahead. But I'm going to be friends with whoever I want to be friends with. And you're entitled to be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. Have I judged any of you for being friends with somebody that I may not like or get along with? Have I made a video about any of you because of it? No. It's not what I do. Because I judge a person based on how they treat me, not everything else you hear about. So hate me if you fucking want, but leave my fucking family alone. And that's the only goddamn time I'm going to say it. Because I'm done with it. So attack me if you want, say what you want. I am not responding to a single fucking thing. But leave my goddamn family alone. This isn't the first time that this has happened. And so, if you are a friend of mine, or you were a friend of mine, do me at least respect me enough and my family enough that when you see this shit, to say something. Because even if, and you know what, I'm going to be really honest, may not always agree with Lee, but when I see people attack his brother, I go crazy. I don't like it. Stop it. If they attacked MRE's family, I would go off. Take the issue up with the person yourself. Leave everybody else out of it. Have some fucking dignity.